What's up, guys? You know what it is. It's HoodTac. Today I'm gonna be talking about painting rifles. I posted a picture of my AR-15 after I painted it in one of the gun groups that I'm in. A lot of people liked it. They enjoyed it. Were asking questions. What did I do? What did I use? So I decided on making a video on how to paint your rifle. It's not. I didn't Cerakote it. Um, So I did an example on my squirrel rifle, which I just finished painting. I made a video on, so I'm going to show you step by step on how I did it, and hope you enjoy it. Alright, so what I'm going to do first, we have a 22 rifle. It is clear. We're safe. The first thing I'm going to do is take the sling off because obviously I don't want to paint the sling.
So I'm going to take this off. I'll probably speed this up on the editing.
That's to the side. Now, you go over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our painter's tape over there and we're going to cover the trigger. We're going to cover the magazine well. I'm not going to cover the safety. I don't have the caps for the scope. It's just a 22 rifle. You know, I didn't really give a shit, to be honest. So I'm going to put painter's tape in the lens. Obviously, we don't want tape on there. I'm going to tape the muzzle right there. I'm going to tape the fiber optic. That's all I'm going to tape. Oh, and the action. We're going to tape that too. So, yeah, let's get started with taping.
Speed this part up in the video. Cover our points that we don't want taped. I mean, that we don't want painted, obviously. Actually, you could get a razor, trim this real good. Tape that trouble taken. I want to cover our trigger because any place where paint might get inside where the bowl and everything is, so I'm going to get that trigger tape nice and it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as the tape is covering, those points, it'll be just fine. I'm going to cover my lenses.
In 3, 2, 1. Alright, so basically what you want to do, also you tape your optic, on the glass. I don't have the covers. I lost them a while back. No big deal. It's just a squirrel rifle. It's a 22 rifle. I'm gonna pretty much put the tape on our glass. You don't have to worry about getting tape residue on the glass. That's why we didn't use duct tape or electric tape, none of that extra shit. We use painter's tape. It'll peel right off. So next, what I want to tape up is gonna be the barrel entrance, my muzzle. So we don't have any tape going there. This one's a lot easier because I don't want to point the gun at my cameraman, but it's a small 22 hole, so it's nice and simple. You just put a piece of tape right on the edge, just like that. I also like my fiber optic sights on here in case I ever take the scope off, so I'm going to cover those too. Now, if you have an optic with numbers on it, you want to maybe rip a thin piece of tape and put it around the numbers so your numbers are visible, for your windage or whatever the case may be. I mean, you could also take the sight off, but whatever. This is just a basic fucking thing. I buy my guns to use them. I don't buy them to sit and hang on the fucking wall. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's my squirrel rifle or whatever the case may be. I really don't give a shit if it's in factory condition or not. It's my gun. You know, as long as you're not messing up or hindering the performance of a firearm, you can do whatever the hell you want to it. There's gonna be people out there that, like, I posted my AR in one of the gun groups. Majority of the people were like, "Oh, that's cool, looks good." Yeah, some people laughing at it. They probably have $2,000, $3,000 ARs, and they won't even fucking, you know, God forbid they get a small scrape on it. To those guys, I say, you know, eat a dick. But yeah. So what I learned watching the other more experienced YouTubers who are, you know, veterans or whatnot, like Garantham or whatever the case may be, when they were painting their rifles, you know, a good point that he made is, naturally we see a black rifle or something and we automatically know what it is. From movies and police having them, we know a black rifle when we see one. So, you know, it not saying it's gonna make your fucking rifle invisible, but to the naked eye, you know, unless you're like a trained shooter or person who deals with firearms, you might not pick that up right away. So I have one more fiber optic sight to cover, which is the front sight. And actually, to make it easier, because I can't get in there to the actual sight, I'm just gonna go over the rail on the sight so no paint goes in there. It's that simple. Is it gonna be perfect? No. Do I need it to be perfect? Also, no. What I need is for it to not stand out so much. Especially a rifle that you're gonna use to hunt. You know, it's a 22. You're not gonna be fucking, you know, half a mile out trying to shoot a squirrel with a 22. You're gonna be, you know, at a fairly decent distance. So the ones I use, rattle cans. It's not my carry. If it was my carry firearm, I'd probably send it to get it Cerakoted or whatever the case may be. But these are just rifles that I use. So I bought these 2-ton bond to polymer. They bond to polymer pretty well. They're the camo ones. These are the only colors they had left, to be honest. So let's stick that right there. And it's this simple. It's as simple as finding yourself I'm gonna use this for my camo. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you would call this camo, fucking leaf camo. I don't care. That's the thing. Some people care too much about shit that's irrelevant. Did you buy your firearm to hang up on a wall so it looks pretty, put it in a fucking glass case, or did you buy your firearm to actually use it for what it's used for, supposed to be used for? Now I have all my points covered. I don't have to worry about the numbers and stuff like that because I do have the caps to cover the windage and elevation, whatever. I'm going to start off with the lighter color. Some people are cringing right now. As long as you cover everything you were supposed to cover, you don't have to worry. You'll be alright. Now, this is the base coat, so we're obviously not going to do a design yet, but we're going to let that dry. It doesn't take long, so we're going to let that dry for a couple minutes. Get a little vaping on. That sun's going to cure it pretty nice, actually.
I'm probably gonna edit this part of the video out, so I'm just cool.
I'm actually going to just stop the video right here. Let that dry for a few minutes. Good question. Alright, so we're pretty much dry on both sides. I did the other side. Figure you guys didn't need to see that. It's simple. You just paint it the same way. Now we're going to go with our darker one and apply our pattern. So I just took a leaf off of a tree. That simple, you know, and we're gonna start down here. Be careful to hold the leaf tight. Probably should hold it this way. Hit the barrel up. Any parts you want to adjust, like right here, I don't like how that's, you know, even though the camo's coming out pretty good, I don't like those big ass spots. So I might just go just like that. Close it up a little bit. Now we're cooking with fire. Maybe go over here again. Don't forget to hit the top parts that you might miss. Now I like that. It's kind of distorting. Like I said, it's not perfect. You didn't send it out to a shop to get Cerakoted. Over time, as you use your rifles, it will show wear, and after a while, maybe the original paint might start showing up after you use it a while. But you know, when you run it down, you paint it again a different, you know, color, whatever time of year it is, whatever you're utilizing it for. Say your paint went down and you hunt in the wintertime. Now you can paint it, you know, you give it a solid coat or something. You could paint it white with some type of camo. But yeah, I like that. So you're telling me if I was in the brush moving through the forest hunting or trying to get me a squirrel or a rabbit or whatever, that the solid factory color doesn't stick out more than that? It definitely does. So I'm gonna let that cure for a little bit. The sun is out here curing it for me, which is, I love it. Dries real fast. And you could get creative with this stuff. Like for my AR, the camel came out pretty dope. I found some mesh webbing and I used that for camo and it looked pretty cool. You can grab leaves off the ground, whatever you want. That's the beauty about owning a firearm. You can do what you want as long as you're not breaking the law. Yeah, you're gonna have gun snobs out there. Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do this? Shut your ass up, you fake ass operator, and mind your business. If you bought it, you paid for it. Like I said, as long as it's not hindering the performance of the gun, you can do what you want. And painting it and camoing it out, whatever the case may be, is not hindering the performance of the gun. People can pull out of their ass whatever they want, but camoing it, it serves a better purpose than leaving it that light brown and then black. You know what I mean? Popping out all over the place, especially if you use your rifle or your long gun to hunt or whatever the case may be. Now, only way I probably wouldn't do this is if I had a nice bolt action, with wood furniture and it was a nice, rifle and I wanted to keep it looking that way. But this is just a polymer squirrel rifle. Rossi, I paid probably about $150, $200 for it. It served me well. I've had it for about 2 years, and I wanted to paint it. Does this turn you into a fucking ninja? No, it does not. Does it serve its purpose? Yeah, even if it helps you just a little bit, hey, you're not hindering the performance. Do what you want to do with the things you buy. It's like a car. If you want to fucking drop your car, whatever, or paint it a certain color, it's your car. You paid for it. As long as you're not breaking any laws, feel free to do what you please. Now we're gonna flip this over, just like that, and we're gonna repeat the steps that we just did. Don't forget to get your optic. Now, if you have an optic like a real expensive one and you're not comfortable doing this, you can always take the optic off. Don't forget to get the bottoms. Like I said, I don't really like that big space there, so I'm gonna get open that like that. Get the top just a little bit. Give that a little bit to dry. Let the sun cure it. Alright, last thing I did was peel off my tape. As you can see, my fiber optic is still intact. My barrel was covered, so nothing went in the barrel. Down here was covered, my mag well, so my trigger was covered. My glass has no paint on it whatsoever. So, yeah. Is it perfect? No. Am I entered in a fucking beauty pageant, or am I hunting squirrels with it? Doesn't take rocket science to do this. Just be careful that you don't get any paint on the inside of your gun and the internals and the barrel on the action. Cover it with some painter's tape and you'll be alright. So I'm satisfied. It's going to be used for what I need it to be used for. Also, as you can see, I kept the caps on it. So untouched. Thanks for watching.